This is just a small topic which I missed in the previous sessions. So nothing, you can refer in the textbooks also, it is very easy. Equation of plane motion. So as we discussed, the plane motion is nothing but the combination of a linear motion and rotary motion. So whenever you consider the plane motion, you have to consider both the motions, plane and linear and rotary motion. But there are particular equations. This question is very important for the 2 marks purpose. Short answer questions. A common approach to all problems involving bodies symmetrical about their plane of motion is apply the equation algebra. If you see the first equation, this is in the x direction. This is in the x direction. So f of fx is equal to w by g into ax. Acceleration in x direction. Actually, this comes from f is equal to ma. F is nothing but all the horizontal forces. Resultant of all horizontal forces is nothing but algebraic sum of the x forces is equal to mass is nothing but weight by gravity, and a acceleration in x direction, so a x bar. Okay, clear. Now come to the second equation, Fy. Now motion in y direction. Motion in y direction. So motion in y direction, algebraic sum of all the vertical forces equal to weight by gravity into acceleration in particular y direction. Okay, a y bar. This is one of the equation. Next, third one, moments. Third one, moment, rotary motion. When we use this equation, rotary motion, algebraic sum of all the moments is equal to moment of inertia into the acceleration. Which acceleration? Angular acceleration. So we have to consider all these equations for plane motion, because plane motion is nothing but the combination of linear motion and rotary motion. So these two equations belongs to linear. Okay, and this single equation belongs to rotary motion, Then, where the bar subscribes to denote refers to the centroidal axis. That I bar, why you are using I bars are, I bar is nothing but the moment of inertia about the centroidal axis. If you are finding the calculating problems in which the circular disc involved, then if you see this is a circular disc, so finding moment of inertia for this about the centroidal axis, this will be the centroidal axis. That is I bar is nothing but the centroidal axis. So I bar is equal to mass moment of inertia. I bar is equal to mass moment of inertia. Whenever it is asked equations of plane motion, you can simply go through that. Algebraic sum of the fx is equal to Fy is equal to moment is equal to I bar. Very good. So next, come to rolling bodies. Okay, come to rolling bodies. If you can clearly understand the concept in above rolling bodies, what is happening is a ball is rolling on an inclined plane, or a roller is rolling in an inclined plane. Roller is also having both the motions. What motions? Linear motion and rotary motion. How is it possible, sir? Listen to me carefully. So this roller is going in this direction, that is called linear motion, and the roller is taking this path. Okay, that is rotary. So this is linear and this is rotary. So rolling bodies is always the combination of linear motion and rotary motion. So rolling bodies are the combination of plane motion. So that's why I am telling this example in the plane motion concept. So understand this carefully. Now the motion of a rolling body is determined by algebraic sum of the horizontal forces. I told you for plane motion we have to apply algebraic sum of the horizontal forces, that is nothing but w by g into a. Now algebraic sum of the vertical forces. Now see, there is no vertical motion in the body. It is just moving along with the plane, So the ball is not jumping, the ball is not leaving the surface, so there is no vertical distance, so the vertical will be 0. Now algebraic sum of the moments equal to I into alpha, we know that. So finally algebraic sum of the moments about point C. Now here for finding moment we must consider a point. I already told you moment must be considered a point, because for finding moment we know the formula, force into perpendicular distance. Force means the force which is responsible for the motion of the body, and the distance is nothing but the distance from the body's rotational point, about what point the body is rotating to the line of action of the force, to the line of action of the force. So the particular, the distance must be required. So here he is finding the moments about the center. He is finding the moments about the center. We have to consider this point as moments. Okay, algebraic sum of the moments equal to I alpha. So MC is equal to I alpha plus W by G into AR. W by G into AR. So why this AR comes into the picture? So there is a relation, nothing but algebraic, angular acceleration is nothing but the product of linear acceleration and radius. So in the place of that he substituted the value. So finally what happens is MC, algebraic sum of the moments about point C, is equal to I plus W by G R square. So here this is alpha, you don't confuse here. This is this is alpha. Actually the print mistake is happened, that is alpha. So that's why alpha is taken out. Alpha has taken out. So now substitute the linear plus rotary combinations, I plus W by G into whatever. Algebraic sum of the moments equal to IC alpha. Algebraic sum of the moments equal to IC alpha. Moment of inertia about point C alpha. So you better to go through any textbook reference for this and do solve the problems. Then it is very easy to understand the concepts. Have any doubt anytime, please call me. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you very much.